Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Sentinel Speaks. I'm one of your hosts, Jacob Willis. Next to me, I have the wonderful Carter the Body.
What's good, Jacob? What's good, everyone? Carter the Body checking in. You can catch me on Instagram at Carter_the Body. And I have next to me, right in front of me, one of my great friends.
Oh, Billy, girl. I thought you was supposed to say my name. I was like, you forgot about me?
No, you supposed to say your own name.
Girl, we go back like...
Okay, one of my greatest friends, Billy Jr.
Billy the Body. No, what's up, you guys? My name is Billy Jr. and you can follow me on Billy Jr. Official on Instagram, and that's it. To my left, I have, who is this? I see y'all sitting there in your chair.
They are beautiful.
We have the beautiful sisters, my good friends. Adi and Sienna is in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming. It means everything to me. You guys are such an inspiration. You guys are amazing. You guys are a power team. Beautiful sisters, black excellence, black girls who rock. And you guys are more than welcome on the Sentinel Speaks.
Hey, we're so happy to be here. Thank you guys for having us.
Yes, so let's get into things. I'm excited that you guys are here because we can talk about some interesting topics. Me and Carter had a lot of things to discuss this week. One of the topics, it says, if you're not in a committed relationship but are sleeping together, are you allowed to question what the other person does? This is like a really important question because, people go through this all the time. What do you guys think?
I say no. If we're not in a committed relationship, you can't ask me where I'm at, what I'm doing, and who I'm doing. Ooh. So if we're together, then we can check in and we can go from there. But if we're not together, just know what it is, have fun, and move right along. That's how I feel.
Period.
Adi, how do you feel?
I don't like to share much. So, I wouldn't even put myself in a position to even have to question you if we're not in something committed. So, it would bother me to know that you were doing your own thing. But then again, that's what I signed up for, I can't really say much. But I don't really like to be put in those kinds of positions anyways. So I steer clear. I just go and do my own thing. Because it's just, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, I don't even want to be curious about what you're doing. But if your phone goes off, naturally your eyes might look down, and you just might get disappointed. I don't like to be disappointed.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Just like me.
Hello.
And I'm the same exact way, and that's exactly why I asked you that question.
Oh, wow.
I don't
about
share.
Yours? What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini, which means I'm out of my mind.
Gemini, baby.
Gemini.
What? May Gemini or June Gemini?
May 31st.
See, the May's, y'all different from the June.
Well, she a day from the June, so really.
But Team Gemini, y'all more crazy than the Junes.
Definitely.
Okay, see,
Definitely.
at least you admit it. At least you admit that. But no, Team Gemini all the way.
Gemini,
We're
yes.
Excellent. I'm just saying
absolutely.
at everything. We're very intellectual. We're freaks. So. Right. We tell it like it is. We don't care.
Yes.
We don't. Not saying we don't care about your feelings, but we're
You don't
blunt.
care about the feelings.
You don't care about Virgo, and then two Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the same birthday.
We do.
as
We're both
Virgos.
September 19th. When is yours? Okay, the 5th. You a little bit
So
closer to
nothing but-
Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm actually the day after Beyonce.
Yes, you
We're
are.
almost on the same.
Okay.
It's true about what they say about Virgos. We're perfectionists.
We are.
We like to be good at everything that we do.
Yep. Don't do it at all.
We don't take no for
What's
answer.
the
We're
point?
go-getters. We're ambitious. We overthink. We're
1000%.
sensitive. We're passionate.
Yes. Michael
protective.
Jackson is a Virgo.
Jennifer Lewis,
Jennifer
Jada
Lewis.
Pinkett Smith, Taraji P. Henson,
Keep going.
Chris Tucker.
We'll take it.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
Just to name a few.
Biggie Smalls, Tupac,
Hey.
Kanye West.
Hey. The greats of the greats.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You're not.
But
We'll do that up.
yours are great too.
They're good.
I mean, to name some names, that's Carter the Body. I mean,
Hey.
Jacob Willis. I mean,
Christine over here.
right.
Billy, what do you think?
About the question, the topic that, you're single right now, so, being,
Yeah, tell us.
you're single. So what's up with if the person you're being intimate with, is she allowed to question what you're doing? Period.
No.
She's not allowed to question. What if she did? Would you be upset?
I would be on my... I'd be like, why are we even doing that? Because if you
What
don't
are
want to,
we
do
doing?
you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm in a situation where I'm not in a situation, but I'm in a situation, so it's like,
Situationship. That's
yeah, so it's like, You can, but like, why even do that? Make the situationship a relationship, and then you might have that maybe if I just feel like it. But other than that, it's like, no.
Do you feel like in LA it's like harder to date?
I totally think that it's harder to date
Yeah.
because I feel like people are so wrapped up in you know the auras of LA that they're not really focused on one in particular person, and that they're in denial. Like, you know what I mean? They don't know what they want. They don't really know themselves, and they want to have a good time. I mean, this is a place where you go and you have a good time.
Right.
But you know, me personally, if I'm we're just having sex, and we don't have like a real relationship or anything, we're not committed. I don't care what you do at the end of the day. But if I'm really feeling you, then it's kind of like, okay, who that? I'm texting you. I'm not
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, for me, mine's a little different because of the type of person I am. I'm very open. So if I am having, sex with someone and they're, being intimate with someone else, I would like to know, just for the simple fact that whoever it is, I want to have that option of if I still want to fuck with you or not. But the other side of me is I'm nasty too, so I'm gonna ask questions like, "What y'all do? Tell me." Oh yeah, is it good?
You want to know details.
Yeah, I like to know because it'll probably turn me on. I'm just like that.
That's the Gemini in you for sure.
I'm very open. So, say if it's no strings attached, and I don't want a relationship, which I'm cool with that. But I'm going to know. I'm freaky. Like, I want to know, like, oh, that's what y'all did? Oh, yeah? Okay, so
Is it
then
because
it's
you
going
want
to
to one up the person that they're
probably
with?
that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That too. That's the competitive
exactly.
side of the Gemini too.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to know. So I'm like, oh, that's what y'all did? Okay, let me show
You're taking
you.
notes over there.
Let me show you what we do though. No, but it's more of I wouldn't be mad or anything. I'm not like that type. Especially if we're not in a relationship, I'm not gonna be mad at you at all. I'm just gonna be like, okay, you do your thing because I'm doing my thing too. But the freaky side and the competitive side want to know and be like, oh, that's what y'all did because they probably turn me on. I'm like, let's do it now type of thing, But it is that competitive side too. Like, okay, well, let me show you what we do. You could probably tell him what we or her or whatever you doing and what we do. You feel me? So that's just me.
I like it.
I like it too. Shit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you guys. So let's get into another topic. The question is: should your significant other have your passwords to your social media accounts and emails?
Absolutely
Never.
No.
Hell no.
The hard no.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Why, sisters? Why?
Hell
Why?
no.
I feel like unless we're life partners, unless we're married of some sort, then possibly, you can have it. Obviously, I'm going to be with you for the rest of my life. Any other time between that, ask me. Don't go through my shit. Ask me. Whatever you want to know, we're adults. We'll talk about it. I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book across the board, so there's no reason for you to be asking for my passcode, my face code, whatever. It's not happening.
Because you're not going to get it with me.
Yeah, you're not going to get it
Period.
my way
Because
at all.
I work so hard to
Thank
where
you.
I am in life, and I feel like if we're in a relationship, there has to be trust. That's number one. And number two, you should be able to, handle your own business and be supportive of mine. You shouldn't have to be into my things. You're certainly not going to get my emails. Like, I mean, who wants?
Right.
I mean, if
Yeah.
there's something
Consider that.
mental if you want your significant other's emails too, because like, wow, you really got a problem.
Man.
My
Come
thing
on.
is too, if you're looking into what I'm doing, are you responding to things, or are you just looking just for personal gain, just to see who you're talking to? Are you responding to my messages? Are you responding to my emails?
Right.
That's a little weird within itself. I think that's just a boundary that we shouldn't even go past.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you're doing, and if I do need to know, I will ask you specifically. But there's no reason that you should be like, oh, DM, hey, what's going on? And responding back and
get
having
it.
communication. I think that's like catfishing within itself, which is kind of weird. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation a while back where they were going through my phone and looking at my DMs and seeing who I'm DMing and all of that. But their reason was because they've never been in a real relationship, and they were being so good in the relationship and being true to me. They were just wanting to be sure, like, okay, well, I'm doing good. I want to make sure she's doing good too. But you are in the middle of the night, we're looking at my phone and all that. It's just, I'm not okay with that. It's like my privacy, you know what I mean?
Right, it's lack of trust.
But it's about the trust.
Yeah.
If you're doing good, I'm doing good. Trust and believe. If I'm not gonna say I've never cheated before, but it was because they did it first, type of thing. I'm not gonna cheat first or and whatnot. But it was more her reason was, well, I'm doing this, and I just want to be sure if you're not doing it too. And I'm just like, but I'm not. I'm telling you, you trust my
Right,
word,
right.
trust me. Why are you with me? I'm sleeping next to you, and you're going through my phone. Like I just can't. So do you feel like that's a good reason because they feel like they're doing good? They just want to be sure that you are too.
No, I think that's an excuse.
No. I'm gonna keep it real, Carter. People like that. That's not even people that do that. If you trust yourself, you are able to trust others.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Trust me. If I have to go through your phone, it's because I'm trying to make sure you're not doing what I'm doing. Period. I've been there. I've been on the other side of it. I've been everywhere. Like if I have to do too
No,
much,
I know.
I don't go through people's shit. I don't want you to go through my stuff because if I have to go through your stuff, that means I'm like, well, I did DM this.
Right.
bitch
You
my
have a guilty
titty.
conscience.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see if she's swapping titties on the internet. Like we have to. It's guilty conscious
Yeah,
type of shit.
for
I
sure.
totally agree.
And I said that to her, but she was just like, no, because I'm good. And I just want to make sure you are good.
Oh
as
no,
well.
we
No.
good, and
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that you good with yourself because if you're not good with yourself, I'm good with you. Period.
That's what I said. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
But
I,
my two ladies over there. I'm sorry to cut you off, Carter, because I got really
no.
excited.
Yeah.
They
I'm
have their
excited too,
own
shit.
talk show called Table for Two,
Okay.
Hey now.
not for three,
Okay.
for two. And they had Jasmine J on their show, which
Yes,
is huge.
shout out to Jasmine. She's awesome.
Jasmine is great. She's such a big how you say activist?
Activist.
There we go. She took the words out of my mouth. I made sure I ain't gonna say nothing I don't know how to pronounce.
Wait,
In the community.
which Jasmine J?
Jasmine
Oh,
J.
yes, my Jasmine.
Yes.
She's so dope.
She's so dope.
She's so
She's so
dope.
dope.
Such
Oh
a
my
good
God.
spirit. Like,
Good energy.
Loved her.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get her on this show next. I'm
Yes,
this.
she's
No,
good
she's.
I
people.
watched a part of the interview. You guys did an amazing job. You guys are so
you.
natural on camera. This is
Thank you.
huge. Let us know. So how did this happen? And what inspired you guys to say, you know what, I think we can do a talk show because this is huge. It's a big step.
yeah, no, it,
Somebody's career.
We have been talking about it. We
Talking
were
about it
literally
for a
putting
while.
it out in the universe
Yep.
and saying what we want, our dreams, our goals, our desires. And it seems like slowly but surely it's been coming to us, you know?
Yeah.
So we know that fruition is real. We
Yes.
know that God is real.
Yes.
But we
Hallelujah.
were saying how we just want to have something where we can hone in on our artistry, have guests on. It'd be something that we can bring people into. It's a fun environment. It's not too stuffy. We can actually get their personalities out of them.
And it was our baby. Like we
Yeah.
last year after some of the shows we did, we're like, we're gonna come together with the concept of All These Sisters Media. That was our media outlet, which kind of launched, you know, let's try and do a talk show. Let's try and do a podcast. Let's try and reach out to do different things that we can work together as a sister team and still bring people on while being true to ourselves. And so from connections that we knew, from praying on it and just kind of setting it up, it all worked out literally just
Like,
random, like
literally.
perfectly. And then
Yeah.
someone approached the opportunity. If you guys want to do a show together, we're like, absolutely. And Table for Two can be Table for Two for coffee with your friend, with your parents, for a date. It can be anybody. And that's
I
like I
love
think
that.
a common, like, you know, let's grab a table for two. So it's two of us. You sit down with us, break bread, drink whatever, and you know, kind of catch up. So it's been a cool ride so far, for sure.
I mean, you guys do just more though than just your talk show.
Wait, I
mean,
have
you
a
guys-
question about the talk show though.
Yeah.
first.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Ask a question.
So on your talk show, what do you guys normally talk about? What are you do topics or? I mean,
we
is
kind of
this
hit everything.
you hit
Yeah.
everything?
Hit everything.
Yeah.
You get down and dirty in the questions too?
Well,
Not
we
too
haven't-
dirty
okay,
yet.
so-
Okay, so yeah,
We
thicker,
are-
thicker.
we basically get we I don't know, we pull a lot of information out of them. We don't go all the way.
Not too dirty yet. We play
Not like a
games.
Wendy Williams.
Not Wendy
No,
Williams. No.
no.
Not Wendy Williams dirty,
Not
but
Wendy Williams. But we get.
But if we got the green light on it,
Oh, absolutely.
Then
We're here for all
we're
of
going.
it. And we
Okay,
play
that's what's
games,
up.
and that kind of gives you like an idea of who they are outside of what people already know from the persona. You know what I mean? People know you
Got
from
you.
Instagram or from some show. So we can play the games to kind of get to know them on a personal level, but their fans or supporters wouldn't know normally.
and we're all about comfortability.
Yeah.
We feel like if we bring good energy, you'll bring good energy.
Yeah.
Whatever we bring.
That's
to
what
the
I told
table
them,
is
that-
When you
what
brought that, when you
I
walked
told
through the
them
door,
about
because
us playing
I
games
love
with
your
people,
energy.
and
Yeah,
I think that'll be
it's
cool.
fun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it lightens up the mood sometimes.
Facts,
you know?
yeah.
We have big
And seeing personalities and
Yeah.
how they playing the game. I like that. Yeah,
in
that's.
in our family.
I told y'all we could do the games.
We have a big family, so there's never a dull moment. So
Yeah.
we always know how to keep ourselves entertained no matter what.
Whatever
So
we have.
We want to bring people into our world and just know that it's a safe, it's a fun environment.
Dope.
There's no judgment, be
I love
you, and it ends up working out really good.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
where-
do you
where they-
see why they're on the show?
So where can we find the show of yours? Where do we view? Where can we find you guys?
So it's on the Ever Talk TV network.
Okay.
If you have a Apple TV, Roku, any live streaming platform, You just put in table for 2, and we pop right at it.
Oh, I got Roku at the crib.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Pop
type
right
of
at it.
streaming platform, you can find us. Also online, we have all our stuff on our Instagrams or even on their website. You can find it anywhere.
I have
Anytime.
Roku. I have Roku too at
Yeah.
home.
Can we be a guest on the show?
We
will
can
set that
definitely
up.
set that up.
All right.
Absolutely.
I want to play. I want to play a game.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
no
love
problem.
games.
Look,
no
look, I
problem.
want to play a game.
Carter, that's some games, girl.
We're gonna check your
No.
calendar after this, okay?
So you guys done hostings, you guys done game shows. You were surprised by Usher. I mean, you guys done a lot, and recently you guys were in an episode of Stripped on Bravo. Bravo is a huge network with
I saw
Andy
both y'all
Cohen.
booties.
You
You
guys,
did.
how did you guys
I
get
saw
the
y'all
courage to
Look,
go
look.
on national television? You guys take a look at this clip.
the link?
How did you guys have
I saw y'all
the
booties.
courage to go on national television naked? I mean, this is huge.
Sister, you can answer.
Okay, well, I will say, when I signed us up for it, she had no idea what I signed us up for.
Oh,
I did
wow.
it behind her back. She was just like, F it, we're about to figure it out.
That's like a
And
prank.
kind of, but I've also
good at doing that to me.
That's like
You guys prank each other a lot?
Yeah, we do.
Do you
all
guys
the time.
videotape that?
We do.
We do.
Oh,
do.
Yeah.
so y'all,
Yeah.
you guys have a YouTube channel too?
Not, we're working on that, but
Yeah,
we put it on my
because-
Instagram usually. That's where I
Yeah.
usually put
Got
it. I'm
you.
always torturing her, so that's kind of I get a kick out of that.
You got to get her back.
Yeah.
She needs
You got to
to.
get her back.
You know what?
You can't let her just torture
I
you.
know. What she does is, like, literally with the show especially, she's
Yeah.
like, sis, I got something for us. And she
Yeah.
downplays everything. So I'm like, cool, yeah, no worries, let's
This
do
is-
it.
this is true.
And
All of a sudden, you're
then-
naked on national
yeah,
television.
then after looking at contracts and things, I go, oh, okay, so this is just not just
Yeah.
a normal day for
I
us.
will say, once we first signed up for the show, we didn't know it was that extreme. We knew we were going to be stripped of everything, but not our clothes. We found that out. They didn't show it, but we signed a contract literally right before we put our clothes in that box.
Exactly.
Wow.
So they're like, okay, just so we've already committed to everything because you've already signed your life away, basically.
Yeah.
Sign this as well. We're going to revamp this. That includes your clothes, and that's part of the experiment, which makes it so much harder because they take all of our belongings away in your whole entire house, everything you've ever owned, for 21 days. Each day, you get to pick back one item. And the things that you think you would pick, you would normally pick because you have to survive. So,
Food.
so
Food
food
is a necessity.
I
so
see.
they give you water, rations, which is like military food, and then toilet paper. That's it. And then you get to go to your storage bin. Each day you pick one item. But I'm telling you, you're like, I'm gonna pick some soap. Or I'm gonna pick. No, you're
No.
not. Because you need
Prioritize.
to.
You have to
If you're naked,
prioritize.
how are you gonna cover yourself?
Right.
You can't leave the house if you don't cover yourself, right? There's all types of things. Your brain goes into survival mode, and you start being really strategic about the items that you pick.
But okay, so,
That's so dope.
I'd pick soap too, but I'd rather not leave the house because if I only pick one thing, I can only pick underwear. What about my top? So you
Exactly.
We went
So
through
we
all
didn't
those
pick
motions.
we didn't pick underwear till later. I picked a blanket
We
because
were
the blanket
underwear.
covers
You
your
gotta
top
understand
and
they're
your bottom.
naked, so they
Wild.
want to make sure they're covering themselves as
Yeah.
quick as they can.
yeah, because you guys kept.
Exactly, yeah.
I seen y'all kept covering that. Y'all didn't
Right.
care about the booty. Y'all was just like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Right. Which hints in the clip, it shows them
Yeah.
getting the blanket and you got your red
Mhm.
robe.
Yeah, like you want to.
Okay.
You just have to be strategic because it's like underwear covers one part, a blanket, a
does.
rope, something that's bigger
Fully cover
that can
you.
cover at least.
Okay, so
top and bottom.
I gotta watch the whole thing because
Please
I only
do.
seen the clip. So
Watch
now I
it.
want to see the whole thing
Watch
of what
it.
you guys picked and how you guys survived.
Yeah. It was
So where can we find
crazy.
this at?
Bravo
On
TV.
Bravo
Bravo
TV,
TV.
on
BravoTV.com,
demand, on
Roku.
Amazon, Roku. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all on. Yeah, it was
The
a
first
crazy.
night was brutal.
The first week I would say was.
I
kinda
mean,
brutal.
I seen
Yeah.
you guys was by the fireplace
Yeah.
naked, and then y'all
Nothing
moved. I
warms
guess
you
because it
up.
was too hot, maybe,
Yeah.
and then y'all came
You
back.
just can't get comfortable.
can't get comfortable.
And we're
Yeah.
long too. We're tall. Like
Right.
we
We
can't just like
slept-
curl up. Like we're tall people. Like
We
we're
try
like
to
this.
sleep back to back. We try
Not
to sleep
working.
and like get
So how did
some
you,
kind of more.
being that you guys didn't know you had to lose your clothes, how did you feel when you saw that you had to lose your clothes? Were you uncomfortable? Were you just, I mean, obviously you guys were like, fuck it. But, I mean, how did you feel? You were like, close
Initially,
to?
I was kind of a little hesitant for
I'm
sure.
like, take
I'm
back that
very-
contract.
Right,
I was
right.
too.
Like you could be as comfortable in your skin as you are, but when you put cameras in your face too, it's a different story. And then it's like it's not just you in your house or you and your friends or whatever. This is national TV. They're gonna see this. And so once you get over that and you get out of your head, then it's actually very liberating. But the initial part of like, oh shit, like mom, sorry, like taking this off. You know what I mean?
it's
So-
probably like thankful for what you have.
Oh,
makes you
very,
makes you very
definitely.
humble at the end,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Very,
I can
very.
imagine.
We're so blessed.
Yeah.
And we just realized how much stuff we had
And how much stuff you don't need.
and so much
Right.
stuff we don't
Yeah.
need.
It was definitely a
Wow.
wake up on life,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
I had over 100 bottles of perfume. You know, I cut all of that out. I
Yeah.
started giving away bottles because it's like, why do I have so much? I was not hoarding, but like I
You were
had
hoarding.
so many. I had,
It was a collection.
I have tennis
It was a
shoes.
collection.
You know, I'm a former athlete. I have tennis shoes, basketball shirts. I have all kinds of things
Yeah.
that I just have.
Wait a minute, athlete
And-
from, what'd you play?
I played
Tell her.
JUCO. I played in the entertainment league, the lingerie basketball league. And
Lingerie
I played
basketball?
I, played the
I heard
Drew
lingerie
League.
foot. Did you play in the Drew? Oh, you a baller
Like, she
baller.
can ball.
I used to
Did you
play.
play? You on a basketball beauties league? Have you heard of that?
No, I have heard of it. I have
But you
some
weren't.
friends in that.
And why weren't you in it?
I'm so consumed with so many different
Got
things.
you.
You know what I mean? But I do play recreationally.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, we need to
Set
go.
up a game.
We all play.
Yeah.
We can all play.
Yeah, we all
I like to
balls.
play with my
So.
guy
I'll be the
friends.
referee, guys. I can't play.
2-on-2, baby.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, we can
Carter,
definitely
come
play.
on, don't be having me screaming at the top of my lungs.
Oh
and shit,
God,
you know?
we played 1-on-1, and the whole time she had me laughing, so I couldn't even play. So she
really?
won because
Okay.
I'm laughing the whole time.
Okay.
She's screaming at me and just in my face.
Who's
Yo,
posting up and who's shooting?
both.
Oh.
I'm the same
Both.
way.
Cause she's
I'm the
tall.
same way.
I mean, she's tall. I mean, I'm a little short thing. I'm just a little PG. I think she's like a power forward.
I'm the driver
Oh.
in. I like to drive in. I'm very aggressive. I make
I
waves.
bet you do like
I'm
to
sure.
drive.
I'm sure,
I
Jacob.
do.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm driving in. So have you guys, I know everybody here that's sitting down at this seat has watched the movie Friday. Recently I read online the next Friday star, Carla, you know, the pretty Hispanic girl that Ice Cube was, flirting with.
Right.
She recently posted that she's now broke and is on the verge of becoming homeless. She even posted her own GoFundMe, and in the title it says, "Help save my family an apartment." Get a job, Carla.com. And this is another topic I want to get into just really quick.
Ooh, they said,
How important is it to budget when you're an actress or actor or anybody in the industry? Because as soon as you get it, the quickest you get it, the quickest it can leave as well if you don't have that proper budgeting. So how important do you guys think it is to budget, when you get big chunks of money that you are not used to?
I think it's extremely
It's,
important.
yeah, we learned that especially from the show about savings and putting money away.
Yeah.
You don't realize how quick it can go. Like you said, you can get it really fast.
Easy
and you can-
come, easy go.
Yep. And you don't always know when your next gig is. So it's stupid of you to say, hey, I have this big chunk of money and then just go splurging here and there, which is great, treat yourself, but then also be very smart about it too and strategic of like, what's going to line up for me next? And if I don't have the next gig, I don't want to end up homeless. I don't want to be on the streets. So one, I'm going to have to work. And if I'm going to do it the legal way, I need to make sure that everything is, set up properly. So it's super important.
I think it's very important. I think it's, just don't go above your means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you've got 10,000 just sitting there, let that 10,000 stay there. If you need to work a part-time job just so that 10,000 can stay and not be touched,
Do
I
what
mean,
you have to do.
that.
Yes.
And that's what we've learned,
Yeah.
Instead of taking that last 10,000 that you have and like, okay, well, I'm gonna go book a trip to Miami. I'm gonna go do this. Let it sit there. And then you get another gig, and guess what? That 10 becomes 20, that 20 becomes 50. And then you can look back and say, now I feel a little bit more comfortable. Tyra Banks even said, when she was a multimillionaire, she still didn't feel comfortable spending large amounts of money because she just didn't feel that it was necessary, for one. And for two, you don't know when the next check is gonna come. So I don't know. I think personal experience, just hold on to your money, do what you have to do, play it safe, don't go splurging.
Right.
Just live in a I don't know.
Don't live above your means, and just don't feel bad of having like part-time jobs and different jobs.
That's a
Like,
problem.
That's my
Yeah.
annoyance right there. Like social media
Yeah.
hypes it up. We all, what do they say? You put your highlight reel online, right?
Yeah.
So which is a beautiful thing. You promote yourself and what you're doing, but we all have bills to pay. I know I have bills to pay, so
Yeah.
I'm working
I got
here, that, and the
multiple.
other. In between that time.
And we
So-
live in California. It's
right?
expensive.
Like
Hello, Los Angeles,
don't
California.
feel ashamed if you have to do normal
Studios
jobs
are
that aren't-
$2,000. Studios,
Thank
okay?
you.
Right.
2,000 for a studio.
Not for a
Yeah.
bedroom, you know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
feel like some people that have been on TV, actors and actresses, when they lose their money and they're kind of known, they don't feel comfortable working a regular job, which is
Right.
understandable. But at the end of the day, if you're on the verge of being homeless, and the
Thank
fact
you.
that you got to post a GoFundMe on Instagram, get a job.com.
Yeah.
No. Plus,
Definitely good
it kind of falls into the you need to have a backup plan because
Yes.
a lot of people
Yeah.
don't.
Yes.
They go into it like, okay, I am, in front of the camera all the time, but all that shit get old. People
Yeah.
stop. People don't want to see your face no more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
They
saying?
stop checking
So
you
if
for
you
sure.
had that backup plan 10 years ago, do you know what I'm saying? Just even like, yes, I'm an actress, but I own a couple
Exactly.
KFCs.
Yes.
Yes, I'm an actress, but I own a couple gyms. Like you need that because it's not going to.
Multiple
Investment.
streams of
Investment.
Okay, say it
Yes.
again.
Multiple streams. Of
I've learned
income.
that from
Yes.
Nene Leakes. Shout out to Nene Leakes. I've learned a
Yes.
lot from her. She's a Sagittarius woman, and she says this all the time. You have to have multiple streams of income. And when she said that to me, then I was like, "Ooh, I want multiple streams of income." And then I start finding out different ways. I can happily say I have multiple streams of income. No, I'm not rich yet, but if one thing doesn't work out, I can go to my next source. That doesn't go.
Yep.
I have a next source. You have to have multiple streams of
Yes.
income.
Yes.
It's a great thing to learn.
Especially,
Yeah.
LA is
no joke.
LA is
ridiculous.
brutal.
And you can't rely on one thing. They drop
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
They will drop you like.
Man, facts.
now
I
you
had-
No
Yeah.
sympathy.
And it's crazy because I had you know, when you have a certain amount of followers, you get paid from postings and everything. So I had a contract with a certain, I'm not gonna say, but they was paying me a certain amount every month, a certain amount every month.
Right.
And I was like, cool, that's my car note, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And they broke the contract, and I'm like, oh. Okay, so that's not my car note money anymore. Now I have to, not saying I didn't have anything else, but it's just like, well, damn, now I have to take from this expense to cover that. But because they broke contract. You know, I could sue. I mean, I'm not that type of person. It wasn't that much to be like, I'm going to take you. I mean, actually, I could have.
I will
I could have done that.
Run me my money.
I could have done that, but
Okay.
they were paying me a certain amount. I'm like, cool, shoot, I don't have to worry about my car note money because it's coming from just the post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, but you do have to have like Billy said, a backup plan
Yes, absolutely.
because you can't just have one source of income because if that falls through, you don't have anything.
Now you talking about
Regardless.
save my family.
Yeah.
But nah, like Bill Gates said, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Do better.
That's real.
Literally.
No,
do better.
seriously,
That's
you
all
have
gotta
to.
do.
That's asking. Like that's like actually. I'm not gonna say GoFundMe or for that, but as you know how people are at the end of the freeways asking for money. I mean, it's the same thing, kind of like a GoFundMe.
But in a different form.
In a
yeah,
different
it is.
form.
Yeah.
Different
It's
form.
like I don't want to work.
It's like I don't want to
Yeah,
work.
I don't want to be
You
embarrassed.
give me money.
Just
I don't-
like the guy that was working at, was it Trader Joe's, the guy from the Cosby
Right.
Show,
Yeah.
and they tried to
I-
bash him for that.
yeah.
Look at his career now. It's
And
like,
that's
who
me-
are you to even say anything?
He is
Right.
not right. He's not creating a GoFundMe.
But that was
He's a
God's plan, though.
working-
He's a working
man.
man.
Exactly.
He may
Providing
not
for
be in the
his
field that he's
family.
exactly. It may not be in the field that he started with, but he is still working.
Yes.
Give credit when credit's due.
And-
People are so caught off on the big things. They feel like when people are celebrities that they have to
Ridiculous.
live up to certain standards. I don't live up to your standards. You don't pay my bills.
Thank you.
So I'm going to
Thank
do
you.
what it
That
is to do so I can have somewhere to sleep and
Thank
somewhere to
you.
eat.
Yes.
We are not too good to work.
Yeah.
We're
never.
not.
We're not
Ever.
Never.
So I want to ask you guys one more question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship with someone that you're in love with? Because I know I've dated somebody before, and all we did was argue all the time, but I loved them so much that I stood by their sides, and it wasn't healthy. I had anxiety, a whole bunch of things. Have you guys ever been in that situation?
Yeah, I would say so. I think when I was younger, more like in my college era, you know, you're just kind of like that fresh young love, that puppy love, and so you'll basically do anything for this person. You'll go through anything, then you look back 10 years later, like, what the fuck was
you
I
guys
doing?
look like you're in
You know?
college now. Man.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
Black don't
Thank
crack.
you for the melanin.
Yes, but I'll definitely say when I was younger, I definitely would have dealt with like a lot of bullshit, but now absolutely not. I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and
That's
if you
what's
don't fit
up.
into that, then we don't have time.
Same here. When I was younger, I was on the BS myself.
Yeah.
So I would just acknowledge what he was doing and I would just be like, whatever, I'm doing the same thing myself. But now things are completely different. I'm very like particular and I'm very specific on the things that I want.
That's what's up.
So if it's anything outside of that, I can't even bother.
Facts.
I spot it from a mile away. Trust me.
Like,
I
we
meet
smell that
people-
bullshit? Yep, not doing it.
I meet people all the time,
Right.
and I can just be like, cool, and then I just know instantly, no.
I'm the same way. Yes, Virgo.
Done.
Come on.
Yes.
This person's done.
But yeah, we
What-
definitely have been in
How,
relationships with
how
that
about
before.
Billy? What about you? You been in a toxic relationship that you were in love with that person? Can you be in that?
I don't think I was ever in something toxic and I was still in love. Period.
Gotcha.
I always knew the difference. I was
okay.
waiting to leave.
Peace. On to the next.
Waiting to leave.
In my younger days, I was in a toxic relationship, and I was so in love. I was like, man, I know this is bad for me, but I love her.
Right.
Yeah.
That was me when I was like 19. I'm 24 now, and I'm still young.
Oh, not
So
now,
what I'm
not
saying.
now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I understand what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Love blind.
I have
blind
one
too.
more question. You do not have to tell me your age, right? How far apart though? How many years apart? Because you guys look like twins, and it's like messing me up.
Thank you. 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
You guys
4
look like
years apart.
twins.
And we play it up though too.
We
If you
do.
don't know us, then
We
we'll
do.
definitely tell you we're twins. And
Yeah.
But our hair is the same. You can't tell at all.
I swear
No,
you
well,
guys-
trust me, I saw the clip when you guys were on a game show. Like,
You guys
I was
look
like,
you're
wow.
about 22, 21, 22 years old. You
Hey,
We'll
take
casting,
it.
listen to her, okay?
No, for
Right.
real. That's
No,
dope.
thank you.
Like,
Hey,
yeah, you
I
guys
want
are
to
beautiful.
thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming
Yeah.
in. You could have been
Thank you.
anywhere else.
Yes, this is so much fun.
Let
Thank
our
you.
viewers know where we can find you guys, where they can find you, where they can see you guys, your Instagram, everything.
Yeah. So I'm at Sena JTV, SEENA JTV.
Instagram, Audi the Hottie. It's AUTITHEHOTI.
And then you can find us on EverTalk TV for Table for Two. Just click in there, search us for Ollie Sisters, and you'll find us.
Yes.
Dope. Billy, where can they find you at, Billy?
All right, it's the one and only Billy Jr. You can find me at Billy Jr. Official on Instagram, and come holla at me. I got my girl to the right of me. Who is
Hey,
that?
Carter the Body checking out. Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Carter_the_body. And Jacob, baby, where you at?
Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Jacob Willis, one of your hosts. You can find me on Instagram at Jacob Willis Official. Hey, before we leave, this is the last thing I want to say. We're giving a $200 giveaway. All you have to do, we're going to post all of the, how do you say it? All of the rules. Make sure you subscribe and like to our YouTube channel. And comment below any topics that you guys want us to talk about or discuss. If you have any questions, if you need advice, feel free. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, darling.
Hey,
Thank
wait.
you,
I got one more.
guys.
Yes, no, thank you. I got one more thing. I want to shout out the Sentinel. It's a publication that sponsors us. Basically powered by the Sentinel on Instagram. You can follow the Sentinel at the Sentinel on the LGBT Sentinel on Instagram. Okay, all right.
And Dash Radio, DJ White Shadow as well. So thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.